There you go, folks. If you want to be a superstar or a superhero, get along to the Kairos Christian Outreach Centre right up here in Blackhouse Industrial Estate. Now, I understand that at one time you did have house groups. Is that still continuing?
Yes, we love house groups, really enjoy it. It's very good for building relationship, learning more together about the Bible and just praying together. And because to be honest, our efforts all been focused on working at the new building. We've been there morning, noon and night for it seems like forever. That, you know, all these weekly activities have slipped just now, but over the next few weeks we'll be looking to get everything back in place again.
That's great. Well, when you do a new thing start up, Kath, please let us know right here at Waves Radio, and we'll be delighted to let other people
We'll
hear
do
that. Meantime, let's continue with some more good news Christian music. Now, delighted again this evening to reintroduce, because he was on in the first half of the programme, as Jason Spriggs of the Kairos Christian Outreach Centre. He's here together this evening, together with Kath Wyllie, and she's been telling us quite a lot, and Jason's going to do the same. Jason's very much involved with the music ministry that goes on there, and he's got a lot of friends, and we've had some, in fact, feedback coming in the telephone, and Jason's going to tell us about that first of all.
We've had a call from our very own Scott Morrison. Thanks for your call, Scott. By the way, I'd like to announce he's young, free and single and keenly looking. He'll thank me for that. He's asked that we play something modern. What I'd like to play now is Agnes Dei by a personal favourite band of mine called Third Day.
And here we go, folks. There you are now, Jason. Now, obviously, you like more up-to-date sort of modern gospel music.
Yeah, sure. Not just that, though. I mean, some of my early memories of church songs is Redemptional Hymnal Book, and some of the greats like, you know, It Is Well With My Soul, and just some beautiful, beautiful songs.
That's great. And do you use some of that, well, we would call more traditional type of music in the worship services as well?
We do from time to time, yeah.
Good. So there's something there for everybody.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that's great. Because I understand that myself. I'm sure that we all would agree to that. There's certainly when some older folk go into a place they're unaccustomed to, if there's something there they can identify with from their time, they're much more comfortable, as it were.
That's right, yeah.
But certainly, you know, you want to get young people up there and get into the new things that are happening. And we do understand there's a lot of stuff that does come on, because we see it here with Waves Radio. Some of the new gospel songs, well, they ain't all that good. But there's a lot of good stuff as well.
Certainly.
And we need to sort out the good from the dross and use that indeed for its best. What's your favourite kind of songs and singer-songwriter? Anything particular, Jason?
Well, the band we just played, Third Day, that's one of my favourite bands for me personally listening to. For inspiration for stuff to use, at the moment it has to be Chris Tomlin. He's, I would say he's probably out there ahead of a lot of songwriters at the moment. Obviously, you've mentioned them already, Hillsongs. They keep, you know, churning out some excellent CDs. So there is some real good CD albums out there at the moment.
Well, that's good. I understand that you do lead the praise and worship. What do you do yourself? Do you just sing, or do you just play, or what do you do?
I play the guitar mostly, and I, you know, lead the singing. But yeah, I've got an excellent bunch of guys with me who, you know, we've got a real good understanding there now, and they're a fantastic support.
That's great. Do you read your chords as you're playing the guitar?
They're there if I need them.
Ah.
I don't read music at all. I've just learnt playing by ear. But no, there is times when you need a quick glance just to remind you.
But playing the ear on the guitar would be a wee bit sore for you, I would think, would it?
It can do, yeah.
Anyway, that's good. But I understand you are indeed quite versatile towards that kind of thing. Now, do you rehearse? Do you have a special evening when you rehearse for Sundays, or rehearse some new songs or whatever?
We do. We try to, pretty much every Wednesday was the agenda. Again, you know, since we've moved, a lot of the focus has been getting on the new building ready, so it hasn't happened as much as we would like. But every Wednesday night we'd meet for a couple of hours and just play together, learn new songs, as well as an hour to an hour and a half before each Sunday service. There's a lot of practice goes in, So we want to be the best we can be for a God who gives us the very best.
That's great. That's absolutely ready. Well, certainly I've seen the setup of your sound equipment in the building, and it is very, very impressive indeed. You've got people, of course, too, on the controls for the sound and all this sort of thing. They have a separate room, I think, for that, is there?
We do. We have a new sound booth built in there. Until very recently, we've just kind of done it ourselves, really. We haven't had a specific sound person. But we now have Billy Dickey, who's quite a new Christian, and he's shown an interest in learning, and so he's doing a good job. He's helping us out.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're encouraging youngsters to come along and get involved?
Yeah.
That's fine. Well, folks, this is all happening right next door to Waves Radio. Up here at Blackhouse Industrial Estate, I say the Kairos Christian Outreach Centre. They'll be having their official opening next Sunday afternoon at 2:30. A nice big car park and plenty of other parking around. And we want to see the building absolutely packed to the gunnels. And even more so, as I say, there's a fine big park outside. You can fill that as well. There maybe put some seats out there for you if it's nice and dry. They'll look after you. Get along and give them a great lot of encouragement. And you will be there, I take it, Jason?
Indeed,
next Sunday,
yeah.
You're planning to be there.
Looking forward to it.
That's great. Have you got some special music on for next Sunday?
Haven't picked them yet, but you can be sure everyone will enjoy it.
That's great. That's lovely. We'll look forward to it, and certainly wish you all the best, the pair of you. And you'll be back on again in a few minutes, telling folk a wee bit more about what is going to be happening next Sunday, and inviting everybody to come along and meet together with you. We have Kath Wyllie with us right here in the studio as well, and she's got some announcements to give to you.
Just to remind you, you're almost welcome to come along. We have our official opening of our new facility this next Sunday the 16th at 2:30. There will be some special guests there. We'll have special people coming to actually officially open our new venue. We will have the Superstars ministry will be happening. Just to clarify, that covers up to the age of 5, the Superheroes up to the age of 12, and then a youth ministry that covers from 12 up to 18. It's going to be a special day. We'd really be grateful if you want to come and celebrate with us, and just really giving God thanks for all that he's done, and celebrate with us at this wonderful new opening.
Well, that's great, folks. That's next Sunday afternoon, 2:30, up here, right next to Waves Radio on the Blackhouse Industrial Estate. You just follow all the cars. They'll be all coming up here, and people walking up. You follow them up and have a brilliant, wonderful time. You're all invited along. Kath's invited you. She's sitting there beautifully smiling, and her face is just absolutely radiant, so you've got to get along there and back her up, okay? And we'll continue now with some gospel music. Thank you, Kath. The question we had for you this evening was quite straightforward. In the Lord's Prayer, what follows the line, "Hallowed be thy name"? Well, the answer to that is, of course, "Thy kingdom come." Now, we happen to know who the winner is, and I'm going to ask Jason to tell us who the winner is.
Right, the winner is Anne Shields. That's Anne Shields of Peterhead. Well done, Anne. Fantastic. You've won a wonderful prize. I'm sure you're going to love listening to these CDs. 3 CDs for you to listen to, not all at once, though. So if you're struggling with all those, you can make sure you can give them to me, or you can give them to Kath. We'll help you listen to those. So, well done.
Good to have you with us this evening. It's brilliant to have had you and Jason, Kath, tonight. And Kath is going to leave just a little wee message from you just before we finish, in place of Rena. And I'm just going to ask her to do that for you right now.
I just want to share with you one of my favourite verses from the Bible. You know, there are times that we can all, find life, it can just be a little bit tough. Sometimes we just don't know which way to turn, we don't know where to go. Sometimes there's confusion, there's uncertainty, there's so many grey areas. And one of the verses that I've looked to so often when I find myself, going through these kind of things in life is reading to you from the book of Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. And it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths." And I just encourage you tonight, whatever it is you're facing, whatever it is you're going through, the key really lies in this verse, to trust in God with all your heart. In all your ways acknowledge him. With regards to everything, every uncertainty, every fear, every concern, look to him, and he promises that he will direct your paths.
Thank you very much, Kath. And from Kath and Jason, from Rena and myself, good night, and may God richly bless you.